Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to do a simple flip through of my 2023 bullet journal, and just to give you some ideas and some spreads that you can do in your bullet journal, how you can use a bullet journal to set your goals and stay on top of creating a more intentional life. So if you're ready, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier life. And my bullet journal is definitely one of my prized possessions. I've been bullet journaling for 8 years and I've been really loving getting back into the creative aspect of it. So I'm excited to show you my 2023 bullet journal, to show you some of the spreads that have worked, that have didn't work, and give you a little glimpse into how I use my bullet journal to set my goals and set and achieve my goals actually. So this year I did a fun little spread, Hello 2023, and I really like this cutout. I did Live a Life You Love here. And the way that I like to use my bullet journal is, like I said, I like to use it for my goals. So every single year I write a vision for the year ahead, how I want to feel, things I want to achieve, just an overall vision of how I want the year to go, what I want to experience. And then based on my priorities, so my priority is always my health, I write a specific vision on how I want to feel in my body, what I want to do, and I write a vision that is the inspiration behind the setting the goals after the fact. Then I have rules of reality and my higher self, just to focus on the things that I want to experience every single day and how I want to feel every single day as the version of my best self. This year I got even more into manifestation, but as you can see, there are going to be some spreads that are empty, and that's okay. That's a reality of journaling. So I want to also debunk the idea of having a perfect bullet journal, completely filled out, completely perfect and looking great. That is not a reality of life. Even with my new bullet journal for 2024, I'm already finding some of the spreads that I set up might not be used as much as I thought. So initially I had this spread for manifestation. I wanted to take notes on what I was learning, what I was experiencing and whatnot. In the end, as you can see, I did not use it very much. I also had the spread to write down some thoughts and ideas of when I had good, amazing conversations with one of my best friends, Kate, but in the end, I never actually wrote down anything. My ideal day, this is just in terms of a manifestation tool. What is an ideal day, that what it would look like for me? Master list. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't even remember the intention behind this page. So that's one thing that I will say if you are getting into bullet journaling, and I am going to make a more in-depth video on how to get started, some tips for beginners and how to set up your bullet journal. But I will give you a tip right now, is before you set up your bullet journal, be very intentional and think through the pages that you want to include in your bullet journal. That way you make sure you actually use them, because clearly I don't even remember what this is. I don't even know. Book list. So one of my goals was to read a lot of books, and I wanted to track, or at least write down all the books that I was reading and not just relying on Goodreads for that. So this was really fun. I really love how the page actually turned out. I doubled up on these washi tapes as well. So I just thought this page was really, I really like how this page turned out. This not as much. I wanted to get back into cooking more frequently and learning more recipes. So it's always fun to track how many you've done, what you've tried, what you've liked and disliked. Clearly I didn't try many of these recipes, and even then I don't think I wrote out everything. So I did not use this spread in my new bullet journal. Just feels like a little bit less pressure to have to track something else as well. Another thing that I love doing, one of my goals, is to try more coffee shops, especially in Montreal. That's where I live. There's a lot of fun coffee shops to explore. So every single month I try to try a new coffee shop. Clearly I did a lot more, and already this month, we're in January, I've already tried I think 3 or 4 coffee shops. So definitely on my way to achieving my goals of 1 coffee shop a month. And this is just like a really fun way to track and remember what coffee shops I went to and what not. A wish list of things that I wanted to get for myself just for fun. I don't like how this page turned out, but here we are. I also didn't remake this page in my new bullet journal. Then focusing on my health, like I said, my main goal for 2023 was my health. So I went into more in depth. So I always start with a vision, the emotions and feelings I'm trying to to create an experience in my life. And then I get into the more tangible of what do I need to do to bring that vision to life. So that's my inspired goal setting method that I created. I have more resources on my blog if you're interested in learning more about that. And I am planning on doing a whole goal series by the middle of this year. So if you're interested, make sure to follow my channel to learn more about my inspired goal setting method. But here I wanted to track all the things that I wanted to do for my health, create better habits and routines and things I needed to get done and buy and purchase to bring that vision to life. I liked also having a brain dump of things that I wanted to do throughout the year, whether it was to cultivate more happiness, to try new coffee shops, going to shows, etc., or things more tangible like life admin tasks that need to get done. So this was very helpful to refer back to every single month to see what I could check off the list. I did a yearly overview with birthdays, but this spread I ended up not using because I ended up mostly using it in my Hobonichi Cousin My Planner, which I just did a video for that as well to talk through the pros and cons and give you some ideas of how to use the Hobonichi Cousin if you're interested in maybe purchasing it or maybe trying out new spreads if you have a Hobonichi Cousin. So all that to say that my yearly overview, I didn't actually end up using it very much. I don't even like how it looked. So there you go. And then every single month I have the same kind of process, which I am continuing in my new bullet journal for 2024, and this is the system that I created and that I have been using for a very long time. I think I'm about 7-8 years at this point. So every single month I like doing a monthly spread and keeping in the same theme. I set my goals based on my vision and my goals. Then I have a habits tracker, and then I write down the good memories, the small good moments that I experienced throughout the day, because these are the things that are easy to forget, but I like to write them down as a way to anchor the positive memories and create a more positive mindset. Initially I started the year with the intention of doing my daily journaling and my bullet journal, but then I realized it was just, I wanted to keep it separate for whatever reason. I just decided, no, that's too much. This is a continuation of the good memories. So what I ended up doing is moving over my daily journaling into my daily pages of my Hobonichi Cousin, which I am switching up that system as well this year and moving over my daily journaling into a smaller B6 journal, which I have been really loving and enjoying. I will do a planner and journal system update at the end of the month if you're interested in that, because I switched things up a little bit this year. I created a video to guide you how to create your own journal and planner system, because I was thinking through how I want to switch things because it wasn't fully working and I was feeling a little overwhelming. So my new system, I have so far loved it. So if you want to see a planner and journal update, again, you can subscribe to my channel to see. So again, we're continuing with the same pattern. February monthly spread, my goals, habits, reflections, and thoughts that things are coming up during my meditation, some of the good memories that came up, and again, look, we're right back at it. March, goals, habits, memories. I like keeping it all in one theme. And then I started doing full moon intention setting ceremonies with a group of my girlfriends. So what I ended up doing is I would write out my intentions in another journal just so I can write fast and make it look not super aesthetic, and then I would transcribe it here as a way to anchor my intentions for the full moon. And then we have April, goals, habits. So instead of doing a habits tracker, I just wrote out a list of the habits because I found that the tracker was becoming a little too much, so I wanted to change it up a little bit as well. And the good memories, as you can see, I didn't keep up with it 100%, and that's okay. And I want you to give yourself some grace that it's okay if your journal is not looking as aesthetic or as organized as you would like it to be. It's just a reality of life. We all just put our best pictures and best foot forward, but I want to be honest with some pages being not fully done or not just liking how it looks, and that's okay. I did a 21-day hormone reset based on a book that I had read because I have endometriosis and some hormone imbalance, so I wanted to do a bit of a reset, and I wanted to track. So I wanted to summarize everything so it was accessible to me throughout the 21 days, and I wanted to track how I was doing with all the things that I had to get done, and then I wanted to actually reflect on how I was actually feeling. The reset really helped me a lot, and it really did work, so that was great. Then we're getting into May, good memories, the full moon, my reflections at the end of the month, and then into June. I love how this spread turned out. The good memories tracker, and then I was trying to track a bit more of my movement and how much I was working out, walking, etc. And then I started doing more aesthetic artsy spreads, which was really fun and something I want to continue doing. I wanted to switch up a little bit of my routine to make it a little bit better, so I reflected on that and created a better morning and evening routine. Some reflection at the end of the month, some good memories. So this is also where I started doing more of a kind of like a cross between scrapbooking as well, which is something I'm going to be doing this year as well, which I think has been really fun. It's like a different way to track good memories, but instead of just writing it down, I can like keep ephemera as well. So I think that's a really fun new thing that I've been really enjoying. Then we have July, good memories, goals, reflections, habits. I find that keeping the same formula every single month makes it a little bit easier when I want to create my spreads, because I don't have to overthink it either. I can just show up and just get inspired and with a theme, and then kind of replicate a little bit some of the things that I was doing. These art pages were really fun to do, and then September came around. Love this ink. This is a fountain pen ink, Bar Herbin. Anyways, just a beautiful brown fountain pen ink. This I also really love how these pages turned out. This is my new moon intentions, and then I wrote down this is the continuation of it, some of the reflections at the end of the month, and then we're into October, writing down the good memories. I tried doing a little bit of doodling. I wish I drew better. I don't, so I just did my best to replicate some stuff. New moon intentions, and then I did some self-care summary of some new habits and routines I wanted to implement, some habit tracker. I wanted to get back into being more consistent with following some journal prompts, so I wrote out a few journal prompts I was supposed to continue, but as you can see, I didn't. That's okay. This is the part where, like I said, I also bought a mini printer and some sticker paper, so I thought this is really fun to just for good memories and for scrapbooking, but this is how I want to do more of my memory keeping. This is just something a friend sent to me and it really resonated with me, so I wanted to just create a beautiful spread with it. Reflections at the end of the month. Then again, we're moving into November, some of the good memories. I found having a brain dump page also really helpful throughout the month. If anything came up, I would write it down, and that I think this is something that I forgot to do in my new spread, but I'm going to continue doing as well. This is based on the video that I made for you. I was thinking through how I want to create my own, update my planner system for 2024. So I made a video to walk you through the process of how to do that for yourself and organize. So make sure if you want to watch that video as well. This is a weekly spread that I did for my brand ambassadorship with Leuchtturm, which I will mention now. If you want, oh, there we go. I had my first brand event that I went to, which was really fun. But if you want to get 20% off any products from Leuchtturm, so this bullet journal is I've exclusively been using the Leuchtturm bullet journal. Like I said, I think it's been 8 years at this point. So if you want 20% off for this journal, this is the A5 medium, or if you want to do the daily journaling in the B6, I love it as well. I also have, so this is my new bullet journal for the year. This is the actual bullet journal. It's not just a dot grid journal. You can get 20% off using my code. I will leave the information in the description box if you are interested. So I continue. This was my birthday spread, doing some reflections. Every year for my birthday, I like to sit down and reflect on growth and progress that I've experienced throughout the year. I did some doodles, trying to learn how to draw more. New moon intentions. Also love how this page turned out. I don't know if you can see the iridescent moon here. More spreads. I like mixing in, this is an idea that I got from my friend Emily, from Notably Emily, is having an aesthetic spread and then doing your journaling on one side. This is her sending me a birthday gift through the mail. She lives in a different city, so I want to keep that in my journal as a really good memory, because it's so sweet that she took the time to do that for me. December, how I wanted to kind of do a mind map for my goals, my intentions, a page for my brain dump, some of the good memories where I printed pictures. Like I said, it's been really fun to do it that way. Just kind of have pictures and stuff to go with the good memories. I was planning, this is where I was planning my bullet journal for 2024 to think it through what pages I wanted to do and some ideas that I had before actually doing it. A brain dump of my 2024 goals. That way, as the month progressed in December, I would start writing down some ideas. A really cute little doodle. Another doodle, but I ended up using these pages on the side. And then this is partial self-reflection for 2023 that I never actually continued. And this is the part where I want to share with you just the reality that it's okay if you have some empty pages. That's just a part of life, more reflections and journaling that I just wanted to share and have. And this is another memory keeping journaling spread with some pictures and stuff, which I think is really fun. And yeah, this is my 2023 bullet journal. Now, reality check, I didn't actually finish the journal. I have about 40 pages left, or maybe a bit less. Not super thrilled that I didn't finish it, but it is what it is. It's going to be a good challenge for me for the new year to actually finish full bullet journal. But this is going to be my new journal for 2024, and I'm going to make a video on that as well to walk you through the spreads that I'm creating. And I will create, I have already an outline ready of a video for tips for beginners if you want to start bullet journaling and some specific spread ideas. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And like I mentioned, if you want 20% off all Leuchtturm products, whether it's the A5 dot grid journal, the A5 bullet journal, the B6 journal that I'm using for my daily journaling, or whatever else, you can use code HAPPY20, and I will leave the information in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions for bullet journaling specifically or anything from my system, and I will be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.